I am a pretty huge fan of the MySims series by EA. I feel like these games have been left in the dust until very recently. On my main channel, Liss the Lass, which if you don't know, I have a main channel, Liss the Lass, I played all of the MySims on home console. I don't know why I don't have every single game here. I think I loaned out a couple and then forgot to check in with that. Okay. I've slowly been collecting the MySims on DS as well. They had every single game, I think, on DS that went on home console. And I didn't know that they were vastly different from the MySims on home console games. So I've started amassing those and hopefully I'll be making a video on those in the future. But my video was literally called EA Please Bring MySims Back, and I released that about a year ago, and now we finally have MySims being brought back. Sort of. We're not getting a new game. We're getting a remaster of MySims, the very first game, and MySims Kingdom, the second game. And we're calling it the Cozy Bundle. And we're also calling it a retro re-release. Retro makes me sick, but I will accept it. Okay, I'll accept it. I am pushing 30 and I'm excited about a MySims game. No, but they announced the re-releases and they have all this cool new art and all of this great animated promo. And then you can kind of see that it is the same game. Like there's nothing that's going to be different as far as I can tell. All of the gameplay footage that they showed in this trailer, it's pretty much like one-to-one, except for it does look a little bit more smooth. So like if you go here to especially the create your MySim screen, you can see a pretty big difference compared to like this is my video right here. And I recorded this from the Wii U. So I put the MySims Wii game in the Wii U and that's how I recorded it. And other footage on YouTube is gonna look a lot different from mine even. There's like RCA cable adapters to HDMI and those suck balls, but you know, they get the job done. But you can definitely see like the harshness of the pixels and everything, and it all kind of looks old. But then if you go from here, which is Wii footage, over to the PC port of MySims, they ported MySims, the first game, to PC. You can buy it on the EA Play Store. I keep calling it the EA Play Store, but I think it's just called the EA Store. And I can't find like the other MySims games. So as far as I know, I think only the first MySims is on PC, which it's crazy, but okay. And that game is $19.99. Now the Cozy Bundle is going to be $39.99 for both of the games. I would have really liked to see them include MySims agents in this, just because I feel like those are like the main 3 MySims games that ever came out. The other ones are, I mean, I have my opinions, but those are definitely like the top 3. And so it would have been nice to just like, boom, have all 3 of them in one bundle. But also I see what they're trying to do here with like the cozy thing. MySims Agents is a little bit offbeat compared to MySims and MySims Kingdom. Those are a little bit more of like the cozy cutesy genre, the wave we've been riding with Animal Crossing New Horizons and Stardew Valley and all of the beautiful cozy indie games that have been coming out. MySims Agents is just a little bit off the theming there. So you can buy it digitally, pre-order. It releases on November 19th. You can pre-order from the eShop, it looks like, and then I'm gonna buy mine physical because it's the same fucking price. So I always recommend that people do that, but you have options. Now, when the news first leaked, it was about 4 or 5 days before the Nintendo Direct, and the news of the MySims coming to the Switch, very vague. It appeared on one random video game retailer site, which is how literally everything goes with EA. I don't know why they can't keep like a single thing under wraps until it's announced, but every single pack always gets fucking leaked, like all of the information about it every single time. So I don't know why there's just such a disconnect there. I would like to be surprised by things, but also like it's literally so minuscule of an issue. Why do I even care? But I said Animal Crossing fans think that their game is abandoned. Try being a MySims fan for a day. Of course, quoting one of my favorite internet videos of all time.
I literally just finished work and it's 5:19. Try being an influencer for a day. Try it. Because the people who say it's easy are so far out of their minds.
I love that video so much because that's just like such a hilarious notion. I'm literally in front of a camera right now talking to you guys about My Sims. Like, that's so funny. Yeah. Try being a My Sims fan for a day, because we have been paid absolute dust. I think the last game to be released was My Sims Sky Heroes. I believe that was the very last one, or it might have been My Sims Racing, but it has been definitely over a decade since there's been any My Sims activity. The most My Sims that we get is in the Sims 4. There's these little My Sims figurines. So if you go to like San Myshuno in City Living, if you go to the flea market, you can buy like the little My Sims figurines. That's like the only place I know that they exist at. But that's it, babes. And a lot of people didn't even know that those were My Sims. A lot of people didn't even know about My Sims. And My Sims is just like the perfect game for this cozy era. And I'm glad to see it get re-released and get some love because I would love to see more My Sims in the future. And I'm very flattered that you guys even thought of me at all about My Sims getting released because I just have loved these games so much. And I always was just so disappointed that they never made any more of them. So yeah, thank you guys. Thank you for thinking of me. Hope this queen is giggling and jumping right now. She fucking is. She is. Another thing that I learned from you guys on Twitter is that MySims Agents 2 was supposed to be a thing. So if you remember from my MySims video, or if you remember from playing the game yourself, MySims ends on like this really weird cliffhanger. It actually was so obnoxious. So basically you play through the main storyline, but the main storyline ends in like this cliffhanger and then it rolls credits. And then it's like, hey, you can keep playing the side quests if you want to learn about what happens next. I believe that's how it works. And I was so irritated that I never did it. So that's why I don't know for sure. Because like, how fucking infuriating is that? Like, I'm not doing that actually. So MySims Agents 2 was supposed to be a thing. And I guess a designer, Brian Kaiser, had released, not too long ago, more information about what was supposed to be, but never was. All of this like concept and then even some concept art came out at some point. And I just think it would have been so cool to see this game be realized. So hopefully they'll see that there's actual interest in the MySims games and maybe we'll see MySims Agents 2 or maybe we'll even see just like a MySims 2. Because yeah, when you guys go and you're gonna play MySims, you're gonna be like, wow, you know, maybe this would have been a good candidate for a remake because I think a lot of the UI is just a little bit outdated. I hope that they're gonna do something to optimize like the loading screen issue because that probably had a lot to do with the Wii because every time I put my Sims into the Wii, it chugs, dude. It is bad. It is like steaming, it's fucking blowing up, and it's making this horrible disc noise that I don't get with any other Wii game. Like, it's so bad. And I did play very briefly MySims on PC, but I ended up not enjoying the experience because, you know, it's kind of like a motion control centric game. Like a lot of these games' identity has been formed by the fact that they were on the Wii. And while you can most definitely do a lot of that with the mouse and the keyboard, I think that's where a lot of the charm comes from. And I was initially very skeptical that there would ever be any sort of port to the Switch until I had most recently played Cooking Mama Cookstar on the Switch, which I made a Cooking Mama video recently where I played all of them and Cookstar was included, the only Switch game in the Cooking Mama series. And that game had precise motion controls with the Joy-Cons. And I was really blown away by how well they actually work. Like there was pointing and clicking with the Joy-Cons in that game. And I was like, wow, have I just never played any Switch games that required this kind of precise motion controls with the Joy-Cons before? Why am I so impressed? So I'm hoping that that's what we see with the MySims release is maybe some of that because, you know, a lot of people are going to talk shit on what I just said, but like I thought it was actually not that bad. It makes me want to go back and play like the Skyward Sword re-release and see what they did with that because I don't think I ever even tried to use Joy-Cons with that. So I wonder, I'm just curious. But of course, like I want there to be options. Okay. I want to be able to just play handheld or docked with a Pro controller. I want all of that. So I have high hopes for these being genuinely good re-releases. I'm hoping for like maybe some exclusive special stuff that's only in the Switch versions of these games, like maybe some blueprints or patterns or things that are exclusive to the Switch version just because why not? You know, make it a little bit special. I understand a lot of people aren't like super big fans of remakes, re-releases, remasters because they're like, well, why am am I gonna buy a game twice when I already own it? It's like, well, you don't actually have to buy the game. But it's for people that maybe don't have the older consoles and don't have an opportunity to play these games because they don't have these older consoles. And I think that that's great. Like, for example, Thousand Year Door, I had never played Thousand Year Door, but with them putting it on the Switch and like actually, you know, remaking it and making it like really nice and cool, you know, it was my only opportunity to ever play the game. And that's just because on eBay, it was like $1 trillion to buy a physical copy. And then at that point, like I only go so far before I decide to emulate something. Like I just, honestly, it's too much work and I don't care. For me, like I love to purchase games and I love to own them and I love to play them. And I think a lot of people haven't heard of MySims or haven't had an opportunity to play this amazing series, and now they're going to be able to, which I think is great. I'm hoping that it goes well. A lot of people were asking me, I always say like a lot of people are asking, it's really not, it's like just a couple people. People have asked me if I'm going to play it on the main channel. Probably not, but I will probably do a let's play here on this channel. This is my second channel that I never know what to do with. If I want to do vlogs or let's plays, or if I want to do conversations, I'm just going to start throwing it all out there. Like, honestly, don't care. I've been out of town a lot this summer and I've been kind of, you know, I've had very little time to just make things for fun. I've kind of just been making things for the main channel, which granted is very fun, but I haven't had a lot of time to just do like, you know, cute little one-off videos. So now I am like home. I only have TwitchCon in a couple weeks. And then after that, I mean, it is the holidays, so I will be gone a lot, but you know, I am excited to like make more videos and do more, you know, just all sorts of things. So definitely subscribe if you're interested in my second channel at all in any capacity. I want to know if you're interested in buying the MySims Cozy Bundle, if you're interested in MySims or MySims Kingdom, or even just, you know, the series as a whole. Like, what's your opinion about it? Am I overhyping these games? I truly do love them. I don't have a lot of complaints about the games at all, besides like, you know, I want to see them optimized for newer consoles and newer generations, and I think that that's a good thing. But if you think I'm like incorrect about anything, like definitely let me know. I'll probably argue with you in the comments, but you know, that's just my nature. I hope you're having a great day and you continue to do so, and I will see you in the next one, whatever that ends up being.